Alright guys, back here. This is actually the, this is what I've been waiting to show you here. This is the best thing I got of my new bench tool setup here. It's a soldering gun and like a surface mount heater, blower, all in one. So let me get all this stuff unboxed first. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. This little soldering gun here, soldering iron here. Came with little extra like blow and a compression attachments there, and extra tips. This is 50 bucks. Amazon. Put a link in the description where you can get it. Okay. Yeah, I actually make tool review videos because. Lots of times I like to look at these videos myself and see what they look like and how they function, because sometimes you can't figure it out in a picture. So, alright, let's get this thing out of here. Alright, so there it is. I'll get this thing set up real quick. Box it out of my way here. Alright, guys. Pretty cool setup. Look at that thing. Oh. So I'll get into more detail about what each thing does and why I want it or why I need it. Yeah, I really like this wide angle lens because the camera is actually pretty close to the desk. I can't get any further away. What's that, like a little, some sort of a cleaning pad, I guess. Not very high end there, but okay, then you have your soldering thing. Okay. Alright, always helps to look at the manual. Okay, do a quick glance over, see how they want this thing mounted. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it didn't really say how to mount it, so like what side, I'll figure that out. I mean, it should be self-explanatory. Okay. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to get these things mounted, at least this one mounted to the side. Okay, there it is. Mounts right there. So let's see, I'm guessing it would go like that. Wouldn't go like that. Like that. So that would go, it's going to go like that there. Alright, I'm going to get that mounted and I'll get this thing fired up. Alright guys, back here, and the reason why I got this is because I want to replace my, well actually the 100%, well, the primary reason I got it is to do surface mount work. And before I was kind of using like a blow gun, but what you need is a blow gun with like really like micro tips, like this. Okay, it looks like I gotta assemble these things a little bit, but I want something like that. This is the reason why I got it. See that little micro tip right there? That's going to allow me to focus the heat in a really small area. Let's say like a surface mount resistor or capacitor I can replace or fix or change or whatever. But that is the reason. But I'll go through it real quick and get some of these tips assembled. Did this come with a tip on it? It did already. So yeah, I'm not gonna do a test of this thing just because it's. I mean, everybody knows how to work a soldering iron here. So, alright. I'll keep those as spares. Okay. Alright, so where are we at? Okay, I'll do a demonstration of, let me get the tips put together and I'll come back and do a demonstration of this unit here. Guys, let's see. So let's look at some of these buttons here. By the way, this thing was called the anti-static 2-in-1 flat IC rework station. So I mean by flat IC, I mean I guess surface mount. Alright, let's see what's up. Okay, I mean that's obviously a soldering iron, and then you have the temp control. Soldering temp. That's your adjustments. see that? But I will turn that on just to see if it heats up, make sure it works. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you set the temperature, it goes back up to where it is, but then it will climb back down, and it'll give you the actual temperature. So that's pretty cool. But the solder, this is the primary reason I got this. And the cool thing about this one, there's the on and off button, but you have the temperature of the fan. Oh yeah, and that's heating up, by the way. So that works, that's a good sign. This is the temperature for the fan, and this is the fan speed. So let's start off with the, it doesn't seem to, oh, it doesn't match there. Okay, there we go. Let's try it out. Low, so I'm going to do like low heat, low speed. So that's 100. Ah, wow, it came on fast too. Yeah, already a little smoke on there. So let's turn the speed up. Wow, that's Carson. That's perfect. I mean, that's perfect. That's exactly what you need. The thing is, you don't want to smoke your components, get it too hot. You know what I mean? You want to use a minimal amount of temperature, get the solder undone. If you can hear that. Okay, so it sounds like the fan portion is actually in here. So obviously this is not an air hose. So yeah, it looks like some kind of fan that spins around here. That's like, cool. Even though I had turned it off. You have auto and manual. Don't know what that does. That's weird. This thing is still running. Alright, so let me turn off the soldering iron. Yeah, it works. It's hot. But sorry, I'm just blowing my heat here. Well, I don't know if it turns off on its own. It has to cool itself off. Because I definitely have it in the off position, so trying to figure out why this thing is not shutting off. So, alright guys, so guess it works or it doesn't work. I guess we'll find out. It's still running. I mean, it definitely does something, the toggle switch. Alright, well I'm going to plug it and see what happens. That's weird. Okay, I want to see if it resets itself or it goes back on, like there's something wrong with the on and off switch. So, you saw it, brand new out of the box. That would be funny if it's broken out of the box. Okay, let's try. Plug it back in. I just want to see if it turns it back on by itself. Well, I guess I'll have to read the manual. So now it's... Okay. Blowing. Okay. Yeah, it's 0 degrees. Okay. I mean, maybe it just needs to cool itself off. I don't know. So, alright guys, cool. So I got one more tool to show you, and that'll be the last thing I need to start messing with some of these surface mount work there. Alright. Alright guys, so I thought I'd give you a demonstration of the soldering iron and the tweezers in one shot there. So I have it at 480 degrees. Sorry, I have to zoom it out. And I have a computer hard drive here, 10,000 RPM SCSI hard drive. Old style hard drive, so I mean SCSI, it's old, a 68 pin, so I'm not going to be using this anymore. I'm going to get rid of it. So I just figured I'd practice taking some components off here to see if it... Hopefully you can zoom in. I already can see where I messed one up here. Let me take off maybe a... Yeah, the trick is not getting it so hot where it bursts the component. So I'm going to take off the capacitor there. Let's see here. I can't tell if it's a resistor. I think it looks like a capacitor. It could be a resistor, but it doesn't say on the board. Usually it would say like C or R. Let's see here. Hope you can see that in the video. Still not going, won't budge. This thing's putting out heat though, it's hotter than shit. Turn the fans right up here. Well, maybe I let it heat up a little longer. See, it kind of pulled it off the board. There we go. I hope you guys saw that. Let me move this over again so you can maybe see it next to this. Looking at my tweezers here. Okay, so let's try this again. Alright, heat that up. Okay, I can see the solder melting. Cool. So that's actually why I wanted the tweezers. Let's see if I can get this off now. This thing burst before. This was my test. This transistor here. This one was like stuck on there though. That one doesn't want to budge. I'll have to practice some more. Yeah, I have a lot of practice before I start messing with this, but let me see if I can get this thing off right here. This Dale RF. Oh, came right off. Look at that. I don't know why this transistor is such a pain in the ass. That was already taken off. Let me try that little IC right here off. That's stuck on there. Let's try. Yeah, boom, right off. Why is this one on there? It's such a nightmare. Try this one. Okay, back to the back leads. There we go. Another one. Let's try that other Dell IC off. Cool. Well, I kind of broke that. I pulled too hard. I pulled before I should have. The solder wasn't heated up yet, so let's see if we can see that one right there. Okay, let's see. Boom. Yeah, it's got to make sure the solder is totally heated before you pull that component, or it can snap the connector, if you're going to reuse it at least. Alright, cool guys. Stoked, got some new tools. Let's zoom out here. So, that was the little pick tip, or the little tweezer kit. Pretty cool. And, so, awesome. I'm excited. Alright, guys. Alright.